My name is Solange Reyes, and as a Ginsberg Fellow, I have the unique privilege of promoting the pledge, a commitment to fostering the kindness and the compassion in our community. And throughout my fellowship, I strive to connect with others and amplify this mission at every event I have attended as Full Sail student. And sharing the pledge is more than just a duty. It's an opportunity for me to inspire a culture of respect and understanding. Like each interaction, each conversation is a reminder of how power that we hold to make a positive change together. And I feel deeply grateful to be part of this journey. And I want to say thank you for joining us to communicate all these positive messages. And I wanted to ask you some questions, if you mind. So, the first question is, what did you think when you heard about the pledge and what it stands for?
Um, when I first learned about the pledge, I was feeling really encouraged and uplifted. I'm a member of a few uh, marginalized groups or communities or cultures. So when I saw the pledge and that this is something that Full Sail is supporting, I felt really encouraged because that meant that at least at my job, which is a big part of my personality and my identity, the work that I do here, I'm very passionate about it. I felt encouraged that what I stand for would be supported, and I could also offer support to other people that maybe don't feel supported. And that's extremely important to me.
First and foremost, because I have a degree in communication and conflict and a minor in women and gender studies, I thought, wow, this is awesome. Because sometimes when you're the person thinking about fostering equality and bringing awareness and attention to the things that we can make a difference in our day-to-day lives, I see this on a widespread platform where so many people are aware of it and involved that I'm like, okay, how do I get involved with this myself? So I was beyond impressed and feeling very hopeful that change can have a little bit more than a trickle effect and have a little bit more of an impact, especially here in Orlando where we have such a diverse community.
When I first saw the pledge, I thought it was an amazing idea. I think Central Florida is so rich and so full of different cultures and foods and experiences, and it's so important for us to celebrate those things because those are the things that make us strong. And so I thought it's an amazing idea, and I am glad to throw my name on the pledge.
When I got the initial message about the pledge and I went and I looked at the information that's available from their site, um, I would love to say that something like this, how do I put it, should have always existed. Um, and it should have always existed, but I think it's even more important right now. Um, I'm an openly queer woman, and I have obviously lots of folks that I love that I consider family that are also a part of the LGBTQIA plus community. But I also have folks in my life who are from a variety of different faiths, lots of different folks from lots of different experiences, with different ages, different backgrounds, and I'm 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 frightened for all of them for different reasons. And so I think, part of what I love about living in the area that I do is that I do see that tendency to embrace rather than reject. We're going to embrace others and stamp out intolerance where we see it. That's what it means to me.
I heard about the pledge and I was very curious. And when I checked it out, it seemed like a great way to express how we want to communicate most effectively. We, as humans, in the most conducive way for everybody to feel like they have a place in this world. And I'm all about that stuff. So it didn't take much convincing. And the language is very nice too. I like the language of it because it's really simple.
The other question is, why was it important to you to sign the pledge?
I recognize that there's work to be done. And I've always known that there's work to be done. If there's work to be done, I don't have to wait on anyone else to do the work. I can start doing my part of the work. I recently did a journaling exercise where I reflected on what were my top 5 core values, and kindness, community, accountability, balance, and joy. And everything that this pledge is talking about felt like it was in harmony with those values. And I really wanted to make sure that I was acting on what I believe. Signing this pledge, it's an opportunity for me to do that in so many ways.
I want to be an example to others, whether in my home, in my immediate circle of friends, in my place of work. I think the more that we see each other attempting to make a difference and setting an example, the more an example we set for others to want to do the same.
It was important for me personally to sign the pledge because I think that what we put our energy behind is what will be promoted. And I would much rather fight for something than fight against something else. And I think fighting for diversity, fighting for opportunities for everyone, for all voices to be heard is definitely something that I want to put my energy behind because I feel like it makes, again, Central Florida that much stronger.
I think it's just a way of making a belief concrete. Um, I think that it means something beyond, letting something live in your head and live in your heart, beyond talking to